with a three-point jack.
And with a stroke as sweet as his, you knew it was only a matter of time before he got that rhythm back from beyond.
Porter just 1 of 10 from deep in game 1. Here he is off the steal to the cup, layup, no, but he's fouled. That number 2 scoring spot, and it was Porter. 25 points over the last month of the season. His three-point numbers were better than 51%. And Malone told us that with those guys missing, he wasn't pressing. He knew they were going to call plays for him, and he just settled into his role.
And I thought, Coach Malone, that was a great point. And that's kind of the silver lining to that dark cloud in losing Jamal Murray. Big picture, I think it
massive loss. You think of how just unbelievable he was, Greg, in their playoff run last year. That just amazing first-round performance. And 50-point games.
And look at those numbers. I mean, 41 from 3, 48 from the field, getting you 21 a night. And also the orchestrator to complement what they get from Nikola as Paul Millsap there, making his presence felt with a nice, strong finish through the contact.
And it was set up beautifully by Marcus Howard, the rookie from Marquette, who really all season was out of the rotation, but with all the...
What did Michael Malone say? No disrespect to Howard, who's a terrific young player, but they never envisioned him having any opportunity but for garbage minutes in this series, potentially, as Morris knocks down. They're kind of dictating how the game's going to be played, and they've got the Blazers a little bit on their heels here offensively in this second quarter.
Here's Powell trying to find a spot. This will be a block. And the Nuggets, Spiro Ditas, Greg Anthony, Sean Kirchikoff, our producer, Lonnie Dale, our director, rest of our TNT crew. Millsap to the cup.
And that's something, if you're Portland, you can't have straight line drives to the rim without help, and help not there on that possession, and Millsap able to deliver.
Here comes Lillard, a little bit of contact, was expecting a whistle that never came. Well played by JaMychal Green. Outside Porter, that's a 3.
Junior and company had in game 1.
See the run by Denver. Michael Porter Jr. with 8 of his 10 points here in the second. Nuggets have opened up a 16-point lead. And right now the Blazers just look stunned. Team with all kinds of playoff experience. Can they respond? Anthony has to fire and hits. Big shot for the Blazers.
That was huge for him to get going. And remember, short rotation for Terry Stotts, but it had been so effective in game 1. And with that shot now, let's see if the bench can have some impact this game for different reasons, right? The Lakers really got manhandled by Phoenix in that first game, so I really want to see how they respond, and if Phoenix, much like we've seen from Portland tonight, are they going to be ready for what you would expect is going to be a very intense and aggressive performance by LA.
And look at that starting front court comparison. It has been all Denver, as the Blazers get a couple of much-needed baskets. McCollum now with 5 points.
And that's to be expected, Spiro. Like that's where their firepower at Denver comes from. When you talk about Porter Jr. and also Nikola. But if you're the Blazers, oh boy.
Millsap. Just
man.
I like the support, Chuck. Here's Monte Morris into the corner. JaMychal Green on the box underneath. Boy, how did he get it to Millsap? Rivers from the corner underneath. Boy, clean strip by Cantor. Mills.
The paint. And they are getting rewarded here in the second quarter.
Paul Millsap, all 8 of his points, make it 9, have come in the quarter. Lowest points per game average for Millsap since his second year in the league, but all that's forgotten at the moment as he has given his team a shot in the arm. Lillard rises from 3, a little bit short. This will be a pushing foul.
And what is he talking about? You have a strategy of how you're going to play situations and personnel. And he didn't feel like his guys, nice find there off the drive from Lillard to get it to Derrick Jones Jr. And he felt like there were just too many breakdowns where they were missing assignments, missing rotations, and that led to the ability of Portland to have a lot of success. Can make an occasional 3 as Carmelo checks out. not a shot blocker, but a solid positional defender as well.
The Denver Nuggets, if you've just joined us, shooting at a 67% clip. And right now have opened up an 18-point lead. Lillard has something to say about it.
That was a huge basket because at 15 points, it feels like more right now if you're Denver. So if you're Portland, you just want to chip away at this thing over the next 3-4 minutes and see if Denver can sustain this level of offense that we've seen thus far.
Here comes Howard. Circus shot. Left-handed scoop off glass.
It was a beautiful finish. And Howard is a guy that can score the basketball. You should really study those guys. It is incredible.
Can Lillard get them back? There he is again. Deep triple from Dame.
All I'm saying is that over is looking pretty good. That's their 5th three now. And they got away with a kick ball.
See Lillard's numbers, his 4th three, 16 for the game. And this is Lillard doing at the other end of the floor as Campazzo touched it last.
And that's what you want to see from your best player. Selling out defensively and delivering on the offensive side. That's what gives that group confidence. And now let's see if Denver can answer.
Lillard again, and he is starting to cook.